not here? Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the regular Board of Trustee meeting for Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024. Is there a motion to open tonight's meeting? Trustee Patino, second. Trustee Galen, all in favor. That meeting is hereby open. I just want to point out that two trustees are appearing virtually. Their locations have been properly noticed, and they are legally entitled to appear virtually. So can we all rise and pledge allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First items on the agenda concerning appointments. So I'd like to announce the appointment of Ryan Yusei and Leonard Spano as members of the Ad Hoc Beautification Committee for a term of 1 year as recommended by the nominating committee. We want to thank you both for volunteering your time to be part of the beautification committee, which has really grown in the last few years. So thank you for that. Is there a motion to accept the resignation of Stephen Gifford as a member of the Parks and Rec Commission? Trustee Galen, second. Trustee Sullivan, all in favor. We hereby accept the resignation of Steve Gifford. He's been a longtime volunteer for not only the Parks and Rec Commission, but also the volunteer firefighters. So we appreciate the service that he's rendered to the village, and we thank him for submitting his resignation if he can no longer attend these meetings. As one person resigns, we have another person who's being appointed. So is there a motion to appoint John Rapetti as a regular member of the Parks and Recreation Committee to fulfill the unexpired term of Steve Gifford as recommended by the nominating committee? Trustee Sullivan, second. Trustee Rosen Asher, all in favor. That passes unanimously. Is there a motion to appoint Justin Kamke as a regular member of the Youth Services Council for a term of 3 years as recommended by the nominating committee? Trustee Patino, second. Trustee Rosen Asher, that passes unanimously. Is there a motion to appoint Vera Halpenny as a member of the nominating committee for a term of 1 year as recommended by the nominating committee? Trustee Sullivan, second. Trustee Galen, all in favor. That passes unanimously. Is there a motion to appoint Leonard Spano as a regular member of the nominating committee for a term of 1 year as recommended by the nominating committee? Trustee Rosen Asher, second. Trustee Taylor, all in favor. That passes unanimously. And is there a motion to appoint Raphael Rosa as a volunteer firefighter for the Dobbs Ferry Fire Department? Trustee Rosenberg, second. Trustee Galen, all in favor. That passes unanimously. I want to thank all of you who have volunteered for these positions. Your volunteer, your time is what makes Dobbs Ferry a very special place. We couldn't do half the things that we do without the people who volunteer for these various committees. So thank you all. We appreciate it. Courtesy of the floor. Is there anybody here for courtesy of the floor? Anybody online? Okay. Let's move on to resolutions. Is there a resolution to let me just go back to my notes then, before I just jump to that.
The revised one.
Excuse me for 1 second. I just want to make sure I got it. Okay, tonight we're going to vote on whether to grant a pay raise for a non-union employee, Kendra Garrison. The funds have been put into the budget process and were accounted for. This would be a retroactive to June 1st, 2024. I believe this is a cost of living increase. Is that correct, Jeff?
Correct.
Okay, and we do this for all non-union employees, is that correct? Is that,
This is going to be just her at this point.
oh, okay. Okay, so is there a motion to authorize a pay raise for Kendra Garrison, retroactive to June 1st, 2024, in the amount of the pay raise would be $4,315 for a total salary of $148,165. Trustee Sullivan, second. Trustee Patino, all in favor? Larry? Oh, that passes unanimously. Is there a motion to authorize the street closure of Cedar Street and Main Street for the annual trick or treating event to be held on Thursday, October 31st, 2024? Trustee Rosen Asher, second. Trustee Galen, all in favor? That passes unanimously. That street closure would happen between the hours of 2 PM and 7 PM. I'm sure we'll put this out. I'm sure it already's been out, right? So that's a great event. Hopefully it doesn't rain. And look forward to everyone attending that event. It's a great family event. Action item number 3 is to consider a resolution to authorize the Department of Public Works to declare a 2005 Ford Crown Victoria and a 2005 Chevrolet pickup truck as surplus equipment. Is there a motion to declare them as surplus? Trustee Patino, second. Trustee Rosenberg, all in favor? That passes unanimously. Okay, we want to make certain parking changes on Livingston Avenue because we wanted to do some street sweeping, and that was an issue that we have to change the law for that. In order to do that, we have to have a public hearing. So is there a motion to schedule a public hearing for Tuesday, November 12th at 7:30 or shortly thereafter to consider the adoption of a local law amending Village Code Chapter 290 Vehicles and Traffic to include Livingston Avenue on the streets with alternate street side parking? Trustee Rosenberg, second. Trustee Galen, all in favor? That passes unanimously. Action item number 5 is to consider a resolution approving the audit of claims as submitted and recommended by the village treasurer. Jeff, is there anything different in this that we should be aware of?
Standard audit of claims.
Okay. Is there a motion? Trustee Patino, second. Trustee Rosen Asher, all in favor? That passes unanimously. Are you here for courtesy of the floor at all?
No, I'm here for something else on Broadway Colonial, situation with parking.
You want to talk about it?
You mind?
Come on up.
Thank you.
You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, sir.
Tell us who you are, where you
My
live.
name is Anthony Giuliano. Does it sound familiar?
It does.
I wasn't in jail. Anyway, I've lived at 108 Broadway since 1982. Pay my taxes religiously, of course. Anyway, and 112, the corner there, we are in need of parking space. There's been a sign there, I don't know why. There's a sign there, but we need parking space for people to park around. So that's why I'm here.
When you say there's a sign that says no parking?
Exactly, when there should be parking.
Okay, and that's where exactly?
It's 112, it's Colonial. A while back, somebody complained or whatever, back in the hill, I don't know. That had nothing to do with it. But anyway, they give okay, let them put a sign. But I think it's not right, because space is always in need of. And, we as homeowners always need more space, especially that's on a busy street. So that's why I'm here, to see if we can get rid of that sign and have it there. There's another 3 spaces there, if you're familiar with that. So,
Are you referring to the spaces heading northbound, like-
northbound going toward
like
Oxford? Yes.
coming from Hastings toward Irvington?
Yeah, northbound, correct. I think that seemed to be, I don't know why that was done, but now I'm here
Can you show me that?
to reclaim that
I'm,
parking space.
I mean, it could have to do with the turning radius for emergency vehicles, but we can look into it.
No, that was not the case. If I remember correctly, a while back, it's people coming from on top down, right? They say they couldn't see. But if you have a brain, come out a little bit further. Come out a little bit to see it.
You're saying people coming down from
Colonial.
Colonial have a
Somebody
problem.
complained to the
They
board.
can't see
vision.
people coming up Broadway. Okay,
Okay.
But that's not true.
so we can have the traffic committee, we have a traffic committee, and they can I'm volunteering trustee Rosenberg to have the traffic committee look into
We'll
that.
have the police
I'm
department.
happy
traffic
to.
Committee will look into it.
And how do I, thank you, how do I leave my name, you know my name already?
Yeah, I mean, you want
My
to
number?
leave it with Rob.
Yeah, and again, we'll get the police department involved also, who handle these type of complaints and issues.
Not the traffic committee, yes, the police.
Okay, so how do I get in touch?
Right here, leave your name and.
Yeah, give him your phone number. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. I'll give you my card.
Okay, I have your name and address, but I'll take your card if you have it. I'll take it if you have it.
All right. By the way, I work well, Coldwell Banker. I just drive
Okay,
sometimes.
advertising.
You need a realtor, good realtor.
Shut the mic.
Shut the mic.
So if you don't mind.
We can't solicit here.
Oh, okay, sorry about that.
Maybe-
We'll have
Just name-
you disbarred
Yeah,
with
just name a number.
Rudy.
Oh, I
Ah, see?
Ah, you see how that works? Okay. Mr. Giuliano, thank you.
see. Thank you,
We'll be in
sir.
touch. Look
I
forward.
appreciate it.
We'll have the
Your
police,
time.
look
Thank you.
into it.
Proud to be a local resident and former high school also soccer player.
Thank you.
Bless you.
I think, Mayor, I think Nicole had a potential new item to
That's
add.
the last item? Yeah, I did.
And then we also had discussed a request for a street closure, which will necessitate us to just have advice of counsel. So if you want to ask a motion to add something to the.
I certainly will let Nicole add another motion today.
I wanted to move to add to the agenda motion to, I don't know how to say it, accept a services proposal from Nelson Pope to conduct emergency services study of the needs for the ambulance, the police, and the fire department as far as building and space, whether anything can be combined, and what potential locations there might be in the village to do something or rehab the current buildings. So you sent a proposal. Do I have to give details of the proposal?
Good if you give it.
I just actually forwarded the revised proposal to the whole board and to the clerk and to the assistant to the village manager, as well as the village
So
manager.
do you have the date that we can refer to in the motion here, or no?
So I want to move to add it to the agenda, so that should be easy to do as my
That's easy
description.
to do.
So I'll make the motion, seconded by
I
Mike.
can say who's second.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the mayor's job.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mayor. I don't want to be mayor.
So the motion is made by trustee Sullivan, seconded by trustee Patino. All in favor? Larry? Okay. The item is hereby added to the agenda. So we've all been sent a request by Nelson, a proposal by Nelson Pope dated October 14th, 2024, which lays out the scope of services that they are intending to do for us with regard to evaluating the need for a possible new building and possibly the location of it. So you're asking that we address this today?
I'm asking that we approve the proposal so that they can start the process, Nelson Pope and Dolph Engineering, and get back to us sooner than later with their results.
So the total of this for Nelson Pope would be $15,000 in a lump sum, plus $750 per site, phase two. And for AIE engineers, it's $3,000 billed hourly per the existing agreement.
So I just want to remind everyone that when we talked about this several months ago, and our conclusion, this board's conclusion was that we should engage Nelson Pope to do this study.
Yes.
So this is something we all agreed we wanted. It would be beneficial for us to have this objective position on a potential new building. And so, here we are. So
So is there a discussion about this, or are we ready to vote?
You said it's 15 or 50?
15.
Okay.
Okay. So is there a motion to accept the proposed, well, you already made the motion.
I didn't make that.
No,
one.
you made the
I just
motion to
added
add it to the
I
agenda.
haven't seen it either. My
You wanna
email's
make-
not
I
updating
can't update my
for
emails here.
some reason.
You want to make the motion to,
Wait, two of the
Authorize
trustees are saying they haven't seen
I
it.
mean, I
Yeah.
can send it, I can show it to you guys now if you
Do
want.
you mind? Sorry, I don't know, my
Yeah.
iPad's not
it's a
updating.
feasibility study, which is in phases, which will include,
Yes.
which will include interface with your emergency services personnel, and will also include a review of the records having to do with your existing facilities, and to make a determination with the shell game, how to move things around
Sorry.
to consolidate, or to move around to consolidate all, or consolidate a few. And so it's a feasibility study with the phases as requested by the board.
Okay, so is part of this also to see if what's feasible is to maybe join forces
Yes.
with another village?
Oh, no, that's not part of this.
Okay.
No, it's not a shared services fee, but based upon the results of this, you could entertain discussions about shared services.
So what this does is it takes the existing fire department, the requirements of the NFPA, which is like national regulations, and says, what would we need to have in order to make our fire department,
Yeah.
meet the new needs, contemporary needs?
Right.
And then, like, is that an
And
8,000
where
square
do they
foot
need to
building?
be?
And here are some possible, but it doesn't seem to be anything.
And it
about
also includes
The bigger
the
plan.
same analysis
actually
for your
need.
emergency services personnel, and it also includes the same analysis for your police department.
That's right.
Okay,
So
seems helpful.
I would move to accept the proposal.
I'm just seeing if there's anything else we want to add. But, okay, I'm fine.
I was.
No,
I
it's
thought they were
okay.
done when I
know,
said that.
I'd like to have seen it before the meeting, but.
I know.
So you're looking to make, for a
Okay,
motion
so
to
is there-
authorize execution, right?
Okay, so is there a motion to authorize the village administrator to enter into an agreement with Nelson Pope regarding the evaluation of a emergency services feasibility study? Trustee Sullivan, second trustee Patino, all in favor? You're not voting on that? No, you are. Okay, that passes unanimous.
And you've also received a request for a potential street closure on Halloween. And the request came in too late to be added to the agenda, but the request is out there. And so if you'd like to add that to the agenda this evening, then I would also recommend that we enter into an advice of counsel.
Before I add it, let's go into the advice of council meeting. We have to have that, we have a couple of things to discuss anyway. Then if I decide to add it, I can add it after the, right?
Except that you would have a blank screen for a number of, advice of counsel doesn't require you,
To keep the meeting open.
it's not open meetings law, it's just I had some thoughts, legal thoughts on this one topic. The other,
So you're saying go back, vice of council, come back, decide that, then go back to vice of council.
then
Let's have a
close,
blank screen. People-
close your meeting. Oh, you're
No,
going,
I'm not gonna close it. It's just, we're going to adjourn to vice of council.
they have to.
Yeah. You have it?
We have to sit.
I guess. No, not really.
Are you okay with just, are we on? Can we go back? Okay. So after a brief advice of council meeting, I'm going to add something to the agenda. So is there a motion to add a request for a street closure for October 31st, 2024 on the streets of Bel Air Drive between Bona Vista and Euclid? Trustee Patino, second. Trustee Taylor, all in favor. The action is hereby added to the agenda. Is there a motion to approve a street closure on October 31st between the hours of 4:30 PM and 10 PM on the Bel Air Drive between Bona Vista and Euclid? Trustee Taylor, second by Trustee Rosen Asher, all in favor. It's hereby approved. With no further business, we're going, is there a motion to close tonight's regular meeting?
I just want to remind everyone that this weekend is the Halloween activities, and there's, I think, a pet parade on October 27th, and then there's fun at the waterfront with bouncy castles and other activities in celebration of Halloween. And
I want to remind everyone that early voting starts this weekend, and you can vote in Hastings or Greenberg Town Hall.
You know where we could find the places to vote? Is that online at the Westchester?
Yeah, it's online. There's 25 places to vote in Westchester. You can vote in any one of them, no matter where you live. The ones closest to us are Hastings and Greenberg. There's 3 in Yonkers. There's a couple in New Rochelle. There's almost in every single area.
Okay, and for more information, I think you can go on the Westchester County.
Westchester County or the Board of Elections, or it's all over Facebook, too.
It's on the homepage of our website.
There we go.
And the link was in the mayor's newsletter.
And you had something you wanted to add today.
Yes, I'll try to make it brief. I just wanted to announce that starting tomorrow, we're going to be collecting toys for the 2024 Toys for Tots program. I'll go into more details at the next meeting, but it's for dropping off new unwrapped toys, which can be done at Village Hall in the clerk's office Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4, and in the lobby of the police department 24/7, 7 days a week. You can also order toys online, have them delivered to my attention at Village Hall at 112 Main Street. And other than that, just thank you, everybody, in advance for your generosity and support of the Toys for Tots program.
Thank you very much for your involvement in that, Liz.
And this is year 41.
Wow. Okay. Trustee Gelling, anything you want to add?
Also, on the Halloween front, reminder that the trick-or-treating will be happening in downtown Dobbs Ferry. Main and Cedar Streets closed from 4 to 6 p.m. for trick-or-treating. Go enjoy the local business community and be in community with the rest of everyone trick-or-treating. And we also had a fantastic open meeting with the downtown committee hosting a conversation about the New York Forward grant that Dobbs Ferry has just sent in an application to, which would grant up to $4.5 million if we were to be selected for certain downtown improvements. So very exciting that we got an application for that.
Trustee Patino, you have anything you want to add?
No.
Trustee Rosenberg, is he online? Okay. Trustee Taylor, do you have anything you want to add?
No, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. There being nothing further, is there a motion to close tonight's meeting? Trustee Galen, second. Trustee Sullivan, all in favor. That passes unanimously. Meeting is hereby adjourned.